Canada doesn't live because of the United States. Canada thrives because we are Canadian.
Canada lives because of the United States. Remember that, Mark, the next time you make your statements.
It's being received very positively overall. Canadians in general, and the journalistic classes in particular, have applauded Carney for speaking out against the Trump administration and its inability to acknowledge that Canada is a separate sovereign country. Donald Trump had a lot of difficulties with the previous Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. They got under each other's skin to an incredible extent, and I think Donald Trump thought that he could continue that negative relationship that he had with Justin Trudeau, and Mark Carney is not like Justin Trudeau at all. He is a much more experienced, maybe even cultured person, more cosmopolitan than Justin Trudeau, and he's been around. And what he has been saying has resonated with Canadians to an incredible extent. The opposition Conservative Party has been trying to pick at what he said in Davos and in Doha, not with great success. The leader of the Conservative Party, Pierre Poilievre, has said, well, the cost of living is still too high, groceries are expensive in Canada, and this is not the issue right now. The issue now is a kind of national encouragement that Prime Minister Carney is able to articulate very effectively. Absolutely, and President Trump is not wrong. The economies of Canada and the United States are very interrelated, especially when it comes to resource issues, the auto pact between Canada and the US. 70% of the Canadian economy is tied into trade with the United States. What Prime Minister Carney is trying to do and has started to do is to see if there are other places that will allow for an expansion of trade outside of the US-Canada relationship. That's one of the reasons why the Prime Minister went to China and set up the beginnings of an economic relationship of trade with the Chinese government and the Chinese economy, much to the surprise of a number of provincial premiers in Canada who feel that this is going to rub the Americans the wrong way. But I think that that's exactly the point that the Prime Minister wants to establish, that there are other ways of operating. I think it will for a while. Canadians are not traveling to the United States to get out of the cold Canadian winter to the same extent that they once did. They're not buying American alcohol or American grocery products. There is a sense of kind of national rallying going on now that I haven't seen. I'm old enough to remember how Canada resisted the wars in Iraq and in Vietnam when the Americans wanted the Canadians to join in and Canada said no. This reminds me of those times.